sir.
What?
The Whitetail Rut.
Let's roll.
For us, it's the big event.
That time where it all comes together, or it doesn't.
From dawn until dusk, through the highs and the lows.
All of it for a brief opportunity to cross paths with America's most pursued big game animal.
For 4 hunters in 4 different states, there's a little bit of chance and a hell of a lot of work.
That is a giant.
But it's all worth it for that 1 week in November.
It's the morning of November the 7th. We're still in Oklahoma. There's a frost on the ground this morning. I haven't seen any deer yet. Pretty discouraging. Just the whole week, you feel like the first 7 days of November are gonna be magical. And sometimes they are. And then sometimes they aren't. Sitting in that new spot I hung yesterday. So I've got east and west travel on the ridge, and then north and south travel coming up to this. I'm hoping those 2 lines of movement pinch down here in combination with the doe bedding all around me will be the ticket to getting a good one to come out. Buck. Shooter buck. Come over and find us, sir.
What? I couldn't get on him. I was trying to get underneath that backpack. And I was like angled down and I shot underneath him. And I just missed a giant. He came up this way and I had a weird angle and I shot right underneath him. After the last 6 days just working my tail off, I mean, that one really stings. It is what it is. I keep replaying the situation over my mind, and I think I don't remember the top of my, I'm struggling to think right now, but top of the bow, whatever that thing is bumping up on that and touching. I remember thinking, oh shoot, it's touching that, and so I'm trying to get down, and between that and the fact that, I'd ranged this area earlier, and I'd ranged the back of it at like 37 yards, and the front of it at like 30 yards, this like old logging road. And so when he came across, I was thinking, do I have time to get my rangefinder out and check? But I just didn't. He was moving quick. So I put my 30-yard pin on him, and I ranged, and I think he was closer, like 34 yards, so that's what happened. And I just gotta own it. I missed it. This is November. The highs and the lows.
I got a text from Mark. It said, he said, had my shot and blew it. Slammer came through. Backpack was in the way at the top of the bow. Tried to crouch down and get underneath it, but just bad position and shot underneath the buck. That hurts really bad on the last day of a tough hunt. I hate that for Mark. Just hate it.
What is that really all they're saying? I mean, damn. Oh no. How big do you think he was? Lots of daylight left, man. Get his shit together and arrow one. Ouch. Grimace face. The guys feel bad for me.
What do you think of that?
I thought the turkey hunt would work out today, but it didn't. I'm ready to go home. This has been an amazing week. I know Mark's still working on an Iowa buck. Clay's still down in Oklahoma trying to make something happen, so maybe something will happen today, but that's it for me. I'm out of here.
Yeah, Mark missed a giant buck. Can you believe that? It's 12 o'clock, November 7th, last day. Did a 6-hour sit this morning and did not see a single deer. The good news is the place we're planning to hunt, our final hunt, we had a nice 8-point chase a doe through there. So we're gonna get down, eat a quick lunch, and just go sit the rest of our time in Oklahoma up there tonight. We're gonna go kill this deer. Just took a bath in the creek, Gary Newcomb style. We're trying to go ninja on these deer that we think are bedded close. So we're going in. Man, this is no gimmick. I'm straight up using my Onyx directional tool to see how to get into that stand the back way. If I did not have a real precise knowledge of how to walk, I wouldn't even try this. We're about 50, 60 yards from where we're going, and we jumped a deer. Very well could be the buck and doe we're after. They didn't know what we were. They didn't smell us. We just need to sit here for about 10 or 15 minutes. Let them get off. All right, well, I'm a glutton for punishment. We're down the last 3.5 hours of the hunt of the whole week. And I keep sitting here and thinking about how our wind is blowing down real strong, right to where that buck came through. And I sat here thinking, well, it's the last hunt, just ride it out where you're at. But I think I'll be more mad at myself if I do that and a big buck does come through and I get winded knowing that I should have moved. So, because I'm nuts, I think we're gonna tear everything down, move into another tree that's gonna give me better wind to both of the two angles, and actually one other shooting lane that I think actually might be good, is there's a fence opening leading into the cornfield. So why not one last hurrah? It's 4 o'clock. Got 2 hours left of the hunt. It's a nice afternoon. If you're a deer hunter, it's not nice. If you're a human, it's nice. It's a little warm for deer hunting. Close to 70 degrees. But for a human, that's a great temperature. I figure we'll kill a deer tonight. All right, this is it. One last hurrah. Last prime time of the trip. It's like an hour and a half left of daylight. I don't know if it's gonna work out. Probably won't, but we'll just see what the universe has in store for me. I hadn't seen any deer. Big buck. Golly. Just a touch far back. Seven days. The last afternoon. It's a big buck. It was that buck with the freaky horns. Chicken foot. Hold on, let me text the guys. Just shot a good buck. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Word from Oklahoma, Clay just shot one. And he's had a trail cam pic of the buck that he thinks it is, and it is wicked cool. Oh man, that's yeah, that's down to the last minute. It's got to be like sunset there. Now, we don't have a recovery yet. Clay said a touchback, but like Mark Kenyon says, I got all my fingers and toes crossed. That would be a sweet ending to the hunt because he hunted hard. Man.
Sure did. Hey, listen, it's that chicken foot buck. I want to give him a couple hours. It was a good shot. I hit him back probably 4 or 5 inches further back than I wanted to. But, it's at least a liver hit. These hunts, we started off just right there on my home turf in Arkansas, which is tough hunting. And then it was so tough that I gained access to a piece of property just days ago. My buddy was like, hey, come on hunt. Never been here, came over here. Had a rough 3 days, hardly saw any deer at all. And then on the final day, 30 minutes of shooting light left, you shoot one. And you tend to forget when you're so excited like I am right now. All the absolute misery that we've been through. Just emotional misery.
That's it. Took it down to the bitter end. Gave him that shot. Just didn't work out. But we had a hell of a go. And that's the rut.
There's blood. There it is, right here. Oh, yeah. Wow, that's good. Here we go. Here you go. Here's blood. It's starting to heat up a little bit. Definitely liver blood, kind of that dark maroonish blood. That's all right, though. Yes! Look at him. Golly. Dadgummit, Alvin.
Man, it was not a lot of blood out
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah.
there. Kind of crashed into some stuff too.
Yeah. Look at that sucker. Look at that deer. Look at that deer. That is something, man. 7 hard days of hunting and absolutely no excitement, not a drop until the last 30 minutes of daylight on day 7, and I'm not kidding. Man, old buddy, thank you. I knew it the second I shot him. 10 ring the liver. Went less than 150 yards.
You know, what else can be said about the rut that hasn't been said yet? It is a roller coaster. You have these unbelievable highs and these crashing lows and these periods in between where you're wondering what the heck's gonna happen, and you can swing so wildly between those 2 points. And we've seen it all week. We saw the excitement of Tony in the beginning. We saw my, high hopes after that first day. We saw the doldrums in the middle with me and Clay. I'm tasting the bitter pill right now, but the rest of the guys, they got to experience the highest of highs. They got to experience what the rut's all about. And that's kind of why we do it. I think if it was always those highs, it wouldn't be nearly as great. I think we need to have the lows, we need to have the down periods to really enjoy the good times when they do come.
It's all, man,